somehow I have to like get the fun in this again, man. This was like really, man. It's so clean. Yeah, I cleaned it before you come over, so that's very considerate of you to do. No, I would be really embarrassed in my room to be a mess while you were here. That's true. Never let women in your house when you're like haven't cleaned that shit up. Your bodies doesn't fucking matter. They can fucking die in hell. If your body ever tells you, why not clean your room, your house, your floor, whatever, tell him to fuck off, motherfucker. Anyway. Yeah. Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean. That would be even more embarrassing. Wait, don't look in there. See, I told you. There's porn marks everywhere. I snatched Yuri's wrist, which was in the process of opening a desk drawer of mine. I come in, eh? I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out. It's fine, it's fine. I let go of Yuri's wrist. She puts both her hands firmly in her lap, as if making sure she's keeping track of them. So, should we get started? Yeah. I have a few things planned that you can help with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements. Atmospheric enhancements? You know, mood lighting, aromatherapy candles. Oh, wow. I didn't know you planned on taking it that far. Of course, I want to help take our guests to a faraway place. Although, many will stop by just out of curiosity. And for cupcakes, I guess. I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more. That's great. It's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person. Intense? I guess that's the best way to put it. Is that a bad thing? No, not at all. It's something that I like about you, actually. Is that so? That makes me feel relieved and kind of happy. Yeah, no need to be so anxious. You can relax a little. Relax. I brought some things for relaxation. Now, if you tell me she's got a few grams of the new Girl Scout cookie lemon super dope with her, then let's reload that shit and fuck the depressed one. Let's smoke a Joe. Let's smoke a Joe Wowie. No, I'm just kidding, of course, man. Nah, man. I'd always pick Sayori first again. Especially now. Already kinda I wasn't that far off, was I? With my like, she's gonna die shit and so on and so forth, man. It's... thankfully, we hadn't like... we didn't find her in a bathtub or something. Guys, this is taking a toll on me. But we have to finish this weekend. And then I can finally go back to doing nothing. Yeah. I was going to use them during the poetry event. Oh yeah? Like what? Weed? Let's see. Yuri rummages through her bag. She pulls out a few candles and a wooden cylinder-shaped object. A wooden bong? I did some shopping on the way here, so I happen to have these in my bag. I plan to cover the windows in black paper and use the candles to light the room. I think that would be amazing, don't you? Yeah, that would be really neat. What's that wooden thing, though? Oh, this? It's a diffuser for essential oils. How familiar are you with aromatherapy? Not familiar at all. Yeah, is that so? It's one of my favorite contributors to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils or herbs you choose, you can change the mood of the air itself. That's true. If you were to, like, burn some weed, people would be completely different. You can even feel it permeate. Let's go with permeate. Permeate. yeah, that sounds better. You can even feel it permeate through your body. yeah. Context, guys. It's what I'm always saying. You don't have to know every single word in existence. You can, like, You know what it means, man. Come on, it's, you know. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. It's almost like magic. Yuri takes the cylinder and pushes a switch on the bottom. In just a moment, a tiny ray of vapor begins to spout through a small hole on the top. Wow, that smells wonderful! What kind of mood is that one for? This is Jasmine is Jasmine isn't that's like now let's see, I don't wanna like talk shit. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right? Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. I chose jasmine for the event because it provides more than relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotion and helps you feel them flow through your body. You know, you could say it that way, kinda. You feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavily. Doki Doki. Don't you think that will be perfect for sharing our poems? It does sound suitable, but you seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion with anything. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. What are those for? Well, did you purchase origami paper I asked you to get? Yeah, I have it over here. You won't be using the paper for folding origami. What I'd like to do is write a different word on each paper. We'll need about 100 of them. Oh yeah? What will those be used for? Well, I'm going to cut pieces of ribbon to hang from the doorway on the classroom. Then we can fasten the paper on the ribbons to create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful, man? That's a fucking great idea, though. That really... It's cool, yeah. It would also catch the eye of those passing by the room, exactly. And may attract someone to peek inside. Ooh, that's really creative. I had no idea you'd be so good at this, Yuri. Is that so? Well, I suppose I do get a little. It's intense, as you'd put it. Yuri giggles with red cheeks. Is it just me, or is she more relaxed when it's just the two of us? Or maybe it's the excitement she feels from sharing something that she enjoys. Here's a marker wicket. You can write any character you want. I'll help you once I finish cutting the ribbons. Alright. Sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. I carefully draw a different character on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. Then she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out the pocket knife. Eh? The knife is strangely beautiful. The silver handle has an intricate pattern of waves etched into it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. That's no ordinary pocket knife. It looks really fancy. Well, embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it? You're going to think it's weird. Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. To each their own, you know? That's what I say. If you promise you won't be weirded out? Yeah, I promise. It's for cutting myself! Don't you dare. Alright. The thing is, I'm kind of into knives. They are just so pretty. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. The combination of craftsmanship and feeling of danger, maybe. What am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this. Yeah. You're laughing at me. No, I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing with you. Just funny how nervous you got about sharing. It's an interesting thing to be into, I guess, but I think it kind of suits you. Suits me? Yeah, it's kind of intense. Besides, it's a really cool looking knife. I can't deny that. It is, isn't it? Yuri relaxes her expression once again. Would you like to hold it? Would you like to hold my knife? Would you like to hold my knife? Okay, I'm sorry. Sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me the knife, with the handle facing me. I take it and turn it around in my hand. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where do you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife with my index finger, which is completely the dumbest thing you can ever do. If the knife is sharp as shit, I've got no real knife here, but now I do have a little scissors. So, if you ever want to try or want to see how sharp a knife is, and you don't have paper or whatever to cut, do never fucking put your finger on the tip or whatever, or do never ever run your finger along like the blade, because if it's sharp, you'll be cut in no time. The way to check if a knife is sharp is by like you go against it, up against it, not along or whatever, you go up against it, and you can feel how it's like, well, it's not really cutting, but you can feel how it scratches along your, like, the pattern of your finger, and you will instantly see the difference between something sharp and something fucking, well, whatever the opposite of sharp is. Yeah, blunt. Whatever, and I'm not talking about the thing you smoke. So, little tip today, if you toy around with the knife, don't run along its blade. Nah, not along. No. Across, just like the chicken does, you know? Chicken goes across the street, not along. Anyway, curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife with my index finger. Oh, again. Why did you do that? I didn't expect it. See, if only Wicked knew what I know. He doesn't. Well, I didn't expect it to be that sharp. I barely touched it at all. Yeah, it's my fault. I should have warned you. This knife is extremely sharp. I can... Now you know why she likes knives. Oh no. A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. Don't lick it, please. She stares at it and noticeably fidgets. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off now. Did I write this? Huh? Without warning, Yuri puts my finger in her mouth and licks the wound. Hey, I'm sorry, but... No, I'm not doing any AIDS jokes. Nah, man, it's... Oh! This shit is getting lewd again. I feel her tongue curl around my finger. Startled, I instinctively pull my hand back. Please forgive me. I wasn't thinking. Yuri lowers her head, her face burning up. Yeah, I can see why. Yuri, that's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. Is it? How could I do something like that? I'm sorry, man. Sure, it was a little weird and it took me by surprise. But I guess she was just trying to help, right? I think you're overreacting a little. She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover from this for the rest of the afternoon? Alright, you know what? This might be a stupid thing to do, but I do it anyway. Yeah! The Blood Brothers, like, cut her finger and put it in your mouth too. So you're like, well, he didn't cut her, but I told ya, I wrote this. I take Yuri's hand and lick her index finger in return. Wicked! Did you really just do that? No, we're even. Yuri just looks at me like I did something wrong. I knew that would be a bad idea. If not for the sweet aroma of jasmine oil, the air would be extremely heavy right now. You're so weird, Wicked. Yuri giggles shyly. Yeah? Yuri calling me weird? I have no response to that. Where do you keep your bandages? I don't think I need one, actually. It was a tiny cut. Look, it already stopped bleeding. I see. That's relieving. The tension is quickly lifted. We each resume our respective activities. I watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper. After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them all out side by side. It looks better than I expected and will be very effective as a door curtain. It looks great. Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri. Yeah, thanks. It's just something I saw online, really. Are you ready to move on to the next task? Yeah, let's do this. What do you have in mind? I'd like to create a banner. That's why I asked you to buy the paint tablets. Ah, that's right. One of the items Yuri had asked me to buy was a kit of watercolor paint tablets. We'll need about 6 cups of water to put each of the tablets in. Do you mind fetching those for us? Of course not, naturally. 6 cups of water. I'll be right back in a minute. Thank you very much. Oh, just a little bit of water is okay. If you fill the cups too much, it will be too diluted. That's true. Taking Yuri's advice, I decided to use small plastic bathroom cups rather than full-size glasses. Small plastic bathroom cups? Oh, I see, like the things you store your toothbrush in, and you like put that mouthwash in and then mix it with water and then and all that shit. Yeah. He's got 6 of those? I've got 1 and I don't use it for shit. Anyway. I put them on a plate to catch any paint that drips, then bring it back into my room. Yuri? Yes? I come in to see Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeve, pulling it back over her arm. I told you. Did I say... Of course she likes knives. And that's why she's wearing, like, this fucking hoodie. This turtleneck sweater thing with... Don't, please. Man, this shit got too real. Fuck. For real, I thought it's like... fucking lighthearted fun. Back in the day I saw that psychological horror take and I thought, nah man, they're just kidding. They weren't. Nothing. Your face is a little red. Is it too hot in here or anything? Yeah, no, not at all. There's nothing wrong, so... Let's mix the paint. Yuri hurriedly dismisses me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them into the cups. So... I thought we would do something simple that would look very nice. I'd like to paint a gradient across the banner. Starting with the colors for sunrise, then daytime, then sunset and nighttime. Once it dries, I'll write an inspirational quote across the banner. We can hang it on the wall behind the podium at the front of the classroom. Ah. Neat. What are you going to write? Well, it will be more fun to surprise you. Yuri smiles at me. If you say so. After rolling out the banner, Yuri and I kneel on opposite sides so we don't get in the way of each other. Yuri uses a brush and adds a few dots of different colors across the screen banner. That's across the banner to serve as a color guide when we paint. No idea where that scream came from. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting on a banner with watercolors feels a lot like the art class projects we had back then. It sure does, doesn't it? It's relaxing. I'm sorry if this feels too childish. No. I didn't mean it that way at all. It's kind of fun, you know? Yeah, it is fun. I'm glad you feel that way too. Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself. For me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. I just like when I can spend time with one other person, even if it's something simple like reading it. Doesn't even matter if we don't talk much. Just having a friend next to me makes things feel a little bit nicer. That's true. I think that's all it takes for me to be happy. Is that so? Even if you and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about things like anime or games, where simply sharing the experience with someone can make me happy. So, Sponsored Message. Falls ihr Wichser das jemals sehen solltet, die hin und wieder mit mir zusammen den Teamspeak frequentieren. Das ist alles, was ich sage. Einfach zusammen abhängen und Scheiße labern. Und die Experience sharen, was auch immer für eine Experience es ist. Das macht allein schon 1000-mal mehr Bock, wie alleine dort sitzen. So, anyway. There was a little message to some buddies of mine that do not watch these videos, but I had to say it, even if it's just for the endless, well, moment or whatever. The endless blink of the eye of the universe. Yeah, I think I feel the same way. Yuri smiles gently. I knew you'd understand. I knew you'd understand. Yuri leans over the banner to grab an unused paintbrush. But I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers. So sorry. Sorry. Yuri reels back and I quickly lift my hands in surprise. Are you hurt? No, I'm not hurt. Just startled me, that's all. I'm sorry, I should have asked you to get it for me. It's not your fault. Ah, your face. There are droplets of paint on Yuri's face and neck. Is there something on my face? Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get a towel right away. I rush out and fetch a small towel, then I dampen it with hot water. I return to my room and kneel back down in front of her. Oh, whoa!